We say what they can't radio.
Yo,
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to this voice of ours.
this your boy Frank Paws in the spot.
Steve.
Diddy run the city.
Ashley.
Cherie Amour.
Eric.
Loogie.
Welcome everybody.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Hey.
Can we first go around the table and just introduce yourself and tell us a little about what you do?
Okay, my name is Cherie Amour, and I am a celebrity hairstylist. I own several businesses. I have one in Charlotte, I have one in New York, and I am in the middle of building one in Jersey at the moment.
That's dope. That's dope.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice work out here.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it going.
Well, I'm Eric. You know, a beautiful queen over here. She got a lot going on. I'm a construction worker right now, you know, but I build a lot of different things besides just work for these white people right now.
Yeah. The
Nice.
block wouldn't be the same without my
That's
man
okay.
E over here.
You know,
Nice work, Kent.
Humble dude, though.
I get how you live. Yeah, my name Lukey. I'm a manager at Prince Management. We do home field inspections.
Gangster.
Nice.
You know, it's your boy Frank Paws. You know, I'm a DSP, or not DSP, I'm a specialist. I'm sorry. I'm a program specialist supervisor at residential home. I work with guys with developmental disabilities, and I work with the community, give back to the youth. You know, I'm big on family and supporting my people, and you know, support my family and my people around me. That's a little bit about what I do in my everyday life.
I mean, aside from being the co-founder of Success Lifestyle, man, you know what I'm saying?
You know, gangster, you know, right?
My name is Steve, y'all. I'm the founder of Success Lifestyle brand, the host of this voice of ours. I'm also educated. Y'all know I got a lot of things going on in the community, a lot of work. We got even more things going on, you know, this coming year, but we keep y'all in tune.
Diddy run the city, promoter, now restaurant owner. That's basically it.
Big.
Co-owner. Shout out to Starks, my partner. So
Big.
Shout out, respect.
Ashley Cullum. I'm the wife of the co-founder.
That's cash.
I'm a New York City correction officer, mother of 3, and we're starting this real estate thing. So we'll see what that looks like in the next 2 months.
I wish you was here
Thanks,
the
good.
last episode when we spoke about the relationship between the community and law enforcement. That would have been dope.
I heard.
Yeah, that would have been big.
Yeah, that was interesting. But, you know, let's jump into, first of all, I'm sorry, I appreciate all of my people's pulling up. You know, it's my longtime friend, grew up from the sandbox. My guy, Diddy run the city, you know, also grew up from the sandbox. My wife, you know, long time grinding, 15 years strong. My brother Ricky right here, you know, grew up from the sandbox as well. So I appreciate everybody being here, you know, supporting our show, supporting our movement, supporting what we do.
That's a fact.
Appreciate the love.
While we talking about love, we got to send condolences, you know, to the family of Kobe Bryant, the family and friends. We got to basically touch on that because, like, Kobe grew us up along with Hove and the rest of
Absolutely.
our idols, you know what I'm saying? That's our idols forever. The kids, I work in the school, so the kids, when they shoot, how we used to say Jordan, they say Kobe, bro. Like,
Yeah, I was
That's
Jordan
Kobe.
is their Kobe. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
that's nuts. Like,
God
you
bless
know,
the God, man.
God bless.
Word. It's a king, man.
Word.
Fact.
So basically, man, and like my boy right here was a Lakers fan. I was a Boston fan. You know, when Kobe helped get the chip, and then when the big 3 helped get that chip, they went head on back to back. So I used to always be, man, fuck Kobe. But you know, that hate is love.
Right.
That hate is love.
Right, 'cause we knew
you know
who
what I'm
he
saying?
was.
He's still an idol. Yeah, I knew what it was.
Absolutely.
I hated how great he was. You know what I'm
You had
saying?
to respect
Yeah.
his
Amazing.
greatness.
Yeah, had to respect his greatness. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
we got to talk about appreciating your people while they're here. You know, like I appreciate it. You know, in a different way than my man appreciated it right here. You know,
Right.
but we got good people. you know, around us at all times, and we got to show that love. You know, we got to be there for them.
Absolutely.
You know,
That has to be
show
our
that
focus.
gratitude. Right.
Instead of dwelling so much on your enemies,
Right.
put all that energy and the love in the people who support you, opposed to acknowledging people who don't.
Be present. Be
Right.
present with
Be
your
mindful of your enemy at all
Yeah.
times.
Right.
But-
And also be mindful who's supporting you,
Right.
who's around you.
people. Facts. And support could come in the smallest ways. You know what I'm saying? Support doesn't always have to look like you want it to look.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't
But-
have to be monetary.
As long as it's coming from a good place,
Right.
you know, that's what it is. That's what it's about. And sometimes we underestimate that. You know.
So you know what really touched on is that the fact it was the fact that he was with his daughter, taking her to go do something
Yeah.
that he really did. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what we big on, pushing our kids to follow our dreams. You feel what I'm saying? So that was the heartbreaking thing about it. So I seen little footage. I'm not a basketball fan too much, but I know Kobe. You know what I'm saying? But I seen footage of his daughter.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? So she was following in his footsteps. So when you pushing your kids to do something, it's just heartbreaking that it had to be a tragic incident like that when he was going to the Mamba Academy to push the dream.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
And that's not the only piece. There's a little girl out there right now that lost her whole family. She
Yeah.
lost her mother, her father, and her
Her
sister.
siblings.
Condolences to all the other
Condolences to
families in the
everybody who
accident.
lost
Yeah.
their lives in
Excuse me.
that tragic
R.I.P.
accident.
Like the families, like there's, I believe that girl had one other brother. I pray to God that that's true. That at least she has her brother, but her mother, her father, and her sister was on that plane.
Well, I wanna actually touch on something because that brings me back to something that we was talking about last episode, the protection. Like how can we protect our our jewelry? Because this is a jewel we lost. Like how can we keep these
But
things?
that type of
protected?
situation
Is-
is no control. It's so much variable you can't control that.
It is, but it's still things that we resources that we're not actually tapping into, to protect ours.
Like what? What do you suggest?
We're not tapping into our intelligence, into our own resources. We're not trusting ourselves to do for ourselves. Like we go to them for hospitals, we go to them for everything. Why can't we build our own?
Well, that plane came from 1991, and from what I hear, if they would have had some, what is that, turbulence? What was that called? They just needed to update it. They needed to update the plane. If that plane would have been updated. Well, there was nothing wrong with the plane, but the plane was built in 1991, and it was a anti-terrestrial mechanism that needed to be added to that plane. And if it was updated properly, then they would have been able to, I guess, see, and the plane would have told them, like, hey, there's a mountain in front of you,
Right.
or something like that. And that footage that's out there, I don't think that's real, of the plane
No,
twirling
that's
around and
old.
going down. That looks like a canyon. That's not,
Yeah, I mean that's messed up that they would put a footage out there.
That's
and
not
portray
real.
somebody's death.
But, people
in
are
a
people.
time of,
yeah, but once
like
again,
that,
you can't dwell on that.
You
just
have
gotta
to
I'm not gonna
push
go
back
on. I'm
over.
here to
Can't dwell on the stupidity.
show our condolences to Kobe and everybody else who lost their family
doubt.
and their lives in that tragic incident. Kobe was definitely a big inspiration in my life growing up. I watched games after games after games. Me and my homies had conversations at the lunch tables. I seen people have fist fights over Kobe.
Winning
Who's
money,
better,
losing
right.
money.
Kobe
That's
or
right.
Mike? Yo,
Straight
Never
fist
seen
fight.
that.
go to blows.
Absolutely.
Like,
Seriously.
it was real.
They went
Like,
bad for Kobe.
and it's just sad.
That's the truth.
like,
I'm not a big basketball fan, but I'm a football guy. But Kobe is you can't.
Kobe is
his
Kobe.
greatness is you
Yeah.
can't. It's unnoticeable.
Right.
You can close your eyes and you still see it.
Absolutely.
Ray Charles saw that nigga's greatness. Like for real.
yo, you seen that quote that they put up, like, where he told his teammates, like, on his last game, he was like, I don't know why y'all stretching, because I ain't passing none of y'all niggas.
Oh yeah, I think that.
Drop
It's going
81.
hand, but
It's a goat, bro.
the saddest part, for me is that I was just witnessing him, becoming into fatherhood and, really being a father to his daughter and, really teaching her the craft of how he learned it, really handing it down to her and how she was picking it up and grasping it and, taking it on,
It's
as,
The same
as
way.
he would say, I saw him doing an interview and he was like, yo, Kobe should have a son, so you could pass the legacy down to him. And it's like, while his daughter was like there, like such disrespect, like his daughter was like, what? Huh? I got this, like,
Right.
nah, that's me right here. Like, I know, like, that feeling
Right.
has to be so great. Like, seeing your daughter, everybody thinking, a woman can't do what
Right.
men can do.
Right.
Being Kobe as her father,
he set that,
set
bar
that
so
example
high.
is, that's my biggest part. That's how it hit me.
It's so
it's
tragic
like,
that
Jesus
he
Christ.
couldn't leave that legacy for her.
But he
you know?
did, like, not he couldn't leave it, it's that he couldn't fulfill it to its fullest maximum potential. We saw him start doing it, but it was tragic that it's cut short so sadly, so shortly, We witnessed him,
Leave
on
that legacy.
another road to something so much greater than just basketball. We knew basketball, Kobe. It was a father,
Yeah.
just a little part of his greatness.
That's
You know?
I want to touch on something that Ashley said because he had family besides the ones that was there that had a daughter, other daughters, and all of that. Like I heard something that they had, like between him and his wife, that they had a pact. Not
Yeah,
the
both of them.
they both of them won.
Fly together.
Remember
You
when
remember
Right.
you told? No, not for nothing,
we
but
had
that's
a
real.
realtor
Yeah,
that
That's
told
real
us
to
that.
me and my
Well,
wife.
she wasn't our realtor.
and
She was like she was my financial advisor. And she said that. She said we had to like invest in ourselves more. She was like, we really, as African Americans, we have to what did she say? Life insurance. She was like, these life insurance
insurance is very
policies, like
important.
we like really do not invest in life insurance enough as a community. She said that, she had $1 million policy as well as her husband, and they never fly on the same plane. She was like, when she leaves to go domestic, they like if she's going
it
to
sounded
South Carolina,
crazy to us,
it sounded
but now
so bizarre.
it makes so much
It did.
sense.
Real.
It did, and this was like a year ago. She
And
shared
me
this
and my
with me,
wife,
and
we
I told
always
him.
taking flights together. Recently we always
We ain't taking no
separate now?
No,
No, right?
we just gonna pray on it, y'all.
Who's gonna pray on it?
Gonna pray, we gonna
Christ.
pray hard. We ain't
Alright.
got it. Real. I mean,
mean,
maybe if we fly
if you
spirit,
had it.
was all. We fly spirit, we
If you
lit.
fly spirit.
We lit. But JetBlue? No, baby, we
Damn,
going together, bro. We got shit to do. No.
That's thinking for the times.
Yeah,
I've never flown. I want to try. though.
No, you don't.
I heard it's devastating,
It's
but
horrible.
hey, I'm for the adventure.
I don't do spirit.
nobody flies spirit. Y'all scared?
Listen,
Don't
I
do
heard-
spirit.
I heard the story.
Y'all don't believe in Jesus?
Listen, I believe in
We
holes in the
do,
plane
but he
too.
gave us wisdom.
I'm trying to tell. I heard there was a whole
He gave
plane.
us
I'll let
wisdom.
Jesus
I mean, a
take the
whole-
wheel
you
of
know
my
the
life.
do's and you know the
That's
don'ts.
how I
Somebody
believe.
told me there was a hole.
I believe
There was a hole in the
everything,
plane. In the spirit.
happens gonna
There was
happen.
a hole.
They said it was
No,
written,
baby,
right?
no.
written in stone.
Preventive
It was
measures. Like no. Don't be
Yeah, I
an
don't know.
idiot. Like,
I'm not an idiot. I mean,
no, not you. I'm saying in
I'm
general.
just saying, like-
if you know there's a hole on the plane and like no, maybe you shouldn't get on that plane.
Yeah.
I heard that there's holes on like in the ground and there's like missing seats.
Right.
I've heard this. No.
and where?
And on spirit flights, I've heard there's missing
That's
seats.
hilarious.
Not Mrs. C.
You've never heard?
It's very smaller.
Spirit.
Yeah.
I never flew
Yeah, it's very
spirit
small.
before.
You can't even do a carry on that plane.
No.
For real, no.
I heard it's
Maybe a duffel bag,
So
but
like
you
how many
can't do
people
a
get on their
carry on.
planes?
it's a small.
You have to you always gotta
You flew spirit before?
No, never. But I heard.
you always gotta pay for your
stories.
bags.
Oh, you gotta pay for
You
your
can't fit on
bag.
the plane.
Your carry on, you have to pay.
Your carry on, absolutely.
Wow.
But look, like
And there's always technical difficulties. There's always a delay.
See, I don't have time.
There's always a delay.
I heard it's
Yeah, it's horrible. Seriously,
not a good
I know for a
flight.
fact because my cousin took her a long time to link up
a lot
with.
of people
She went through a lot.
being cheap is not a good.
what's your name?
It's not
Me
safe.
personally, I never flew.
But if
I'm
you
not
really
doing it.
look at it, I don't think Spirit has any fatalities.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm
I don't
gonna have
think
to look
any
it
of
up. I
their
have to
planes
Google
have
it.
come down. most of them be on like American. If anything, it was like an American flight. That was 9/11, no? I think it was American or United. And that was like the last biggest tragedy we had for like aircrafts crashing. So
Jesus.
if you really think about it, maybe you want a flat treat because all the broke motherfuckers is winning. They living, like they living. And we dying.
That was a good point.
You know, y'all want to be lit, but I mean,
Yo, like pause, like something that Eric said, right? And back to Ash said, like you said, like we should start doing for our own. What the Kobe thing did was made me feel like we gotta start thinking for the future. You feel me? Like just
100%.
playing in the head and just like how him and his wife had a little pact because you never know. So it's like we gotta think like that, just to be on the safe side to make sure the whole fam always all right.
Prepared for the worst.
African Americans, minorities just need to respect money. We need to learn how to respect money more
And life.
and invest.
It's more than money, man.
It's so much more than money, but money makes the world go
Money-
round,
money-
baby.
Money makes the world go
Like-
round for a lot of people, but the true thing about it, like if they take this away from us, what
We
what
still
can
need
you
those
really
platforms. If you build those
'Cause they
platforms, they
control
can't
money.
take that away.
do? They control money in my eyes.
Well, we got to figure out who they is. I don't
Whoever
use words
controls
like they.
banks,
And
That's the
Whoever
Federal
controls
Reserve,
banks,
and then that
and-
goes
and
back to paying taxes,
the
to the
land.
and yeah,
Right,
that's a
but let's-
long
things
story.
like that, they control.
No,
they
but it's
they
just
can.
we're behind. We're so
Right.
far behind.
Right.
So we're catching up. But right now, like black businesses is thriving because everyone is doing it.
That's a
If you want to
fact.
get into business right now,
It's a
now
good time.
is the good time
This is a
because
good time.
everyone is supporting everybody. As far
yes,
as that
absolutely.
business.
Sisters
Let's
is
speak
going
a little
natural.
bit more on how you got involved.
I'm going natural.
In co-owning,
No, let it
your
be
own
known.
business.
Maybe I'm going
going natural.
Everybody can speak at one time.
I'll be like, yo,
I'm natural.
Well,
you know, if they putting food in our markets and stuff like that, you know, like what are we really doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we supplying this for ourselves? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we putting food in our market?
I mean,
It's a stepping stone.
There's
You can't-
there's farmers markets or
There
there's
is. There is.
markets available if
We
you
have to-
look for them.
There
You know,
is.
there's always.
But is it going to be
For the
beneficial to
people.
what you're doing? I mean, it's always
It's always
trying
beneficial to what you're doing if you're improving your health
right,
and if you're buying from your people.
right.
That's
Yep.
a fact, and we have
But
to do that
what if
more.
what
The
if
Jewish do it.
That's
what if
we need.
what if you're a big supporter of supporting your people, right? You got a business. Like my man Diddy got a business. What do you buy all your products from?
from
Not to put you on the spot, like that, my man, but say for instance, I had a business, so where I could.
no, but we don't control it.
Dare you?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Did he say,
That's what I'm trying to say.
We don't control nothing. We don't
We-
have no control over nothing. It's still the Italians. It's basically the Italians and the Chinese. They control the market. You understand what I'm saying? And this is because it's been going on for so many years that we allowed, like when we were slaves, and then when we got out of the slave trade, we still depended on them. Like we always gonna depend on them until we say, you know what, we're gonna build our own factories and our own and do our own. But until then, we can't. You still
Import,
gonna
export.
no matter what, you still gotta go back to them. So you
It's
got
laws we can't get around.
Wall Street.
no, it's not laws. It's just
It's trauma.
You could build to a
It's
certain
trauma.
extent.
It's just
Materialism.
control to a
Reality.
certain extent.
Everybody want to be on top. Nobody wants to be
It's just
below.
gonna take years. It's
We're
just gonna take
traumatized
years.
We
out
so
here.
far behind.
Yeah,
It's
it's
going to
just-
take a lot of catching up.
It's just-
That's just like if you was on course for graduation or something, but you slacked behind for so long, you went to sleep. Years
I
passed,
went
years
to
passed,
sleep. You
but
was
then
kept out the school.
yeah. Matter of fact, you wasn't
kept out
allowed
the
to go.
school. You was kept out the school for
Right.
years while everybody is 4 years.
And then
old.
when you
They ready for
was allowed
graduation.
to go, when they did allow you to get in, you went to
Everybody's ready
sleep.
for graduation.
No, you went to sleep because some of our people didn't take advantage when they let us in.
And that's what
You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't
So
you can't fault that though, because you still had a spirit of fear in that generation of people, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No,
and they didn't have the knowledge. They didn't have the resources that we have now. You know, so they couldn't thrive like we thrive right now. They couldn't build the bridges that we're building right now because you still had that spirit of slavery instilled in them. You feel me?
That's a fact.
You can't just take
That's
that.
a fact, because everybody ain't
punish
the
the
same,
people.
and everybody don't deal with adversity the same way. So
That trauma come
somebody
down generations and bloodline, bro. Your people gonna
But
feel
we
that.
can't use that as an excuse for trying to move forward.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. That's why we here.
Right. Exactly.
Facts.
That's why we
So
here.
tell us a little about how you got started, you know, with your business, how you became a co-owner of a restaurant.
Basically, it was been promoting for 13 years straight.
Hard.
And I just was seeing that the game was changing. It was somewhat, you know, dying out, and we had to make a change. And we just figured out, you know, what better way to change, because we was already selling food at a lot of our events. Not say per se us as, you know, we promoting it, but
Right.
the clubs, the lounges was selling food. So if we bringing people into the establishment and they buying food, why couldn't we do it? So that was like that was always our thought process on it. Like, okay, so we went, found the location in Queens. I think it was a sign, because I was going home from the club, and they was doing something on the Grand Central, so it took me a different route, and I drove past. I saw the for sale sign, and I called.
Look how shit happens.
Yeah, so I'm
Like,
a
you
big
wasn't even
person
supposed to be
on
going that way.
I'm a big person on signs. Like I don't overthink things and think things out. If I see it and I want it, then I just
That's it. It's for you.
yeah, I just did it. So we called and we just put everything together. Put everything together. So February 24th makes 2 years.
Oh.
Been
That's what's
open.
up. Gangster,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Nice.
Everybody go
Congrats.
check out my man, Rockstale Chicken and
Yeah, it's
Fish.
a lot of work though.
Drop an address, man.
Oh, Rochdale Chicken and Fish, 118-29, Guy Brewer Boulevard. Guy Brewer Boulevard, Jamaica, New York, 11434. Jamaica, Queens.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's dope, man. You know, keep working, you know, keep grinding, keep
It's an
building that
everyday
brand.
thing. And I think that's where, you know, a lot of people, they see the glam and the glitz, you know, they see what they think is easy. But no.
But it's a lot of hard work.
It's
People
never.
falling out. Every day you got to go pick up supplies. You got to figure things out a lot of times. And you just got to work with people. And sometimes it's hard to work with our own people, because our own people make it difficult. That's another part of it that you got to understand. Like, you got to keep an open mind to how people may react when you do things, or they don't want to follow rules and regulations. And you know, we try to keep it like all our staff is black. All our staff
That's
is
what's up.
black, but it's hard. It's not easy. It's technical. Sometimes people call out. Sometimes people late. Sometimes people just come to work and don't want to work. So you gotta figure things out, how to keep the business running smooth.
Keep the machine going.
Yeah, without people realizing that things are happening
Right.
behind scenes, but you keep it going. Like,
Right.
you know, chefs calling out, or
It's dope that you're providing that opportunity, though.
yeah, but sometimes, like, I'll tell you, if you want to open up your own business, you gotta know how to do everything.
Yeah,
Like-
you have to.
Absolutely.
I don't call myself a chef, but it ain't one thing in there I can't do. I do
Right.
everything. My first year was basically, I didn't want to do it. I just thought I was gonna open, get chefs, and then you get chefs that be like, well, I'm not coming. Like one chef,
What that
he
mean? No
didn't
food?
he didn't like the other chef, so he said, yo, my wife had an emergency, he left the keys and never came back.
Get
There
the
was
hell
stuff
out of
like
here.
that. And I had to learn how to do everything, the grits, the mac and cheese, the
Yeah.
canyon, and it took me hours of just working overnight, learning it. Now it's nothing I can't do. So somebody can say, all right, I'm leaving, okay. Now I'm teaching everybody everything. You understand what I'm saying? So now nobody could be like, well, it takes 40 minutes to do this. No, it don't. It takes 15 minutes to do it. Like somebody
Nobody
would
can
say,
tell you about
yeah,
your business.
It take an hour to do lemonade, 2 batches of lemonade. It takes me 10 minutes. So,
Right.
and I'm doing it fast because it's me. But okay, so I'm gonna tell you it takes you 20 minutes. You can't tell me. You know how people like to drag
Yeah,
things out and move slow or whatever. They can't do that to me no more.
Right.
So that's the
You
thing.
know the
People-
time pace.
Yeah, people don't want to learn their business. People
Right.
want to open business, but
They
not
don't wanna
learn
learn
their
it.
business.
That's
and not
crazy.
know how to run it.
That's why we landed here, because I didn't want not one part of success lifestyle, man. Nobody can tell me anything about that. like from the ground up, from putting the clothes together to promotion. We ended up here because I want to do our own promotion. I'm like, yo, I'm like, we're paying expenses. We paying Google promotions. We got Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads. Like, we need better promotion. We need to do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope that we can do it with one of our people. You know, shout out to my man Dre, my man Maroc. You know, this is a black platform as well. This is a black owned platform as well. You feel me? So I wanted to do my own thing. It's not one thing about Success Lifestyle Brand. Anybody could tell me because we did it all for a year straight without any employees.
No help, no knowledge of
out the mud.
How you should do this or how you should do that.
Right.
It was just an idea.
Building a website.
We did everything ourselves.
Everything. Just sitting down, studying, putting in the work. Like you got to cover those grounds yourself, or else what you in it.
I think we wasted our most money on chefs.
Outsourcing.
Outsourcing.
What I said. Well, we were talking.
Cut the middleman out and do everything ourselves.
Fixing equipment. It's thieves and all. It ain't a thief. Don't have to be somebody that put a mask on.
Right.
That's a fact.
A thief could come in and tell you I can fix this.
That's a fact.
And he'll fix it. And like we gave a guy $7,000 to fix our walk-in refrigerator. This shit ain't never worked. And what happened? You give Google number, can't get in contact with him.
Wow.
So you got to learn how to do things. You got to learn how to do things. You gotta get people that you can work with that you know, like they understand your problem and they on it. If they don't understand what you got going on, you can't work with them.
Right. And they gotta be for you.
Yeah.
If your people ain't for you, then they just out for a quick dollar or the opportunists. They out for themselves. You know, we all got to be out for each other if we all want to see each other get ahead.
You got to pick up on that. You got to learn to pick up on that vibe. You got to know who for you and who's not. Cherie, let's talk about a little how you got into your business.
Well, I've been doing hair since I was very young. I was very big on hair. Hair was just my thing. It was very important to me. So it's something that I picked up when I was about 9 years old. So I was the young lady in the class with my teacher while everybody was on recess. I was the young lady in the class doing my dog baby's hair. And as time went, you know, I did some college. I wound up working for the Board of Ed around children, and I had a principal, and she was retiring. And when she retired, I retired because I knew I was never going to be able to get away with the stuff I was, you know, when she was my boss, you know. And I'm a boss. I always knew I was a boss from young. Not because I didn't want to follow any rules and regulations. I don't have any problems following any rules and regulations. I always knew what it was to be a soldier prior to me actually being the type of boss that I am. However, it's something I always knew that was a part of me.
Right.
So I went to hair school, got my paperwork, which most do not. And the plan wasn't necessarily to get a salon. The salon actually fell into my lap. But when it did fall into my lap, I took full advantage of it because I knew that I would be the first person in East New York, a black woman, who was opening up a salon. Not the first black woman to open up a salon, but one who was going to open up opportunities for her own kind. So I could open up my salon downtown Brooklyn near the Barclays Center, but I didn't. I opened it up in the heart of the hood, East New York. I'm well respected, you know what I'm saying? Guys, girls. And it just was the thing to do at the time. I prayed about it. I don't do anything without praying about it. I have a very discerning spirit. So if God say no, then that's what it is. I don't go against what he say. And it's something that I decided to do. And I've been there 6 years strong, you know, still standing and everything. So we was talking about cutting the middleman out. And he was talking about, you know, going into our own kind and stuff like that. I'm more of an action person. I don't really do much talking. So if I see something, I jump at it immediately.
That's a fact.
So if I know that the trainees are in charge of the meats and it comes to my mind, now I'm researching, I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
That's a fact.
I'm going to get close to the Jewish man. Why? Because they have the knowledge. We don't have the knowledge, so you got to get close to somebody who does have the knowledge. I had a Jewish friend. He said to me, I said, I've never seen you, do you support black businesses? He said, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. I support my own kind, even if I don't like him. That's what we're taught. So in Crown Heights, there's an area where there's a cleaners, there's a restaurant, there's a supermarket. They own all of those things, from buildings, apartments, all of that, the whole area. And they know how to work the system too. You know, they They hold their own kind down too.
Right.
Like they're not standing on long lines. They're being taken care of. Their wives is getting
Right.
whatever that they need to get. It's
Right.
deep. It gets real, real deep. And I started to pick his brain. And he told me, he said, you don't have to pick my brain. I'm going to just give you the gems. I'm going to give you the jewels. I'm going to give it to you just like this. So now I'm in the hair industry. And yes, I was selling hair, but now I'm getting on a flight to go to India and China myself.
Yeah.
You understand? To go meet these people
Yeah.
in person, right? To get the hair. But even when I get the hair from them, they still the middleman. But I'm about to cut them out. Because I'm sitting on a property that I can turn into a whole warehouse where I can have everybody actually coming to me to get the hair. My own kind to come get the hair. So I'm big on action. Once I think about something, I go into full effect. I don't jump at it because I have to do my research. I try to get close to the person who I know, number one, has the access and number one, has the knowledge. And our own kind, we don't like to give. We don't like to give. You can ask another black girl or a black guy, yo, where you get those niggas from? Yo,
Like,
my
chill,
girl got me these,
man.
I don't even,
on,
and you know damn well you went downtown, or you know the scammer who got you those sneakers, but you don't want to give up the information. It's sickening and it's really
That's
insane.
fucked up, though.
You know what I'm saying?
A buffet, not even a
Insane.
restaurant. I seen a picture. I'm like, yo, where you at? This shit look good. He like, yo, I'm at a buffet. I'm like, yo, what buffet you at? He like, yo, I forgot the name. Yo, God.
Come on, boy. Come on, man.
It ain't even a restaurant.
You didn't forget.
Come on, son. What's wrong?
You know?
That was 2 hours ago on your
It's insane.
story, God.
It's insane, but we are doing better. So I just want to
Right.
give credit. We're doing better.
are.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
We have this whole woman empowerment. No shade to the men, because the men y'all been doing your thing for a while. So now we're doing our own thing, and we're extremely independent. Extremely independent, and it's a gift and it's a curse, because sometimes we don't know how to. It's not really a curse. We're just, as
God
women,
bless y'all.
we are forced to be strong, because a lot of the times the man leaves and he does what he wants to do. He'll put more into our household with the woman that he's with the kids that don't belong to him, and he feels like he doesn't have to help the woman on the outskirts because he's no longer with her. He can give her $200 a month and think that that's cool. We have to work on that. Women are nasty work as well, because they are bitter because the man doesn't want to be with him. So it's like a two-way street.
I just don't
With
like that
us
a lot of
being-
the times part.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
continue.
Let's clap it up for the lady.
Thank you.
I just don't like the a lot of the times part.
Because like when women address the men, they don't like to address themselves. So we're not even going to play ourselves. There are a lot of nasty work women. We have to address, we have to tell the truth here. So us as entrepreneurs, and I made this mistake in my relationship, and I truly apologize to him, and I'm going to apologize to him on the air. Sometimes we forget to take off our boss hat and come into the house and allow a man to be the man.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And
Thanks.
because it that's what breaks up the dynamic of the home, because they say that money is the power of, it comes from evil,
Right.
correct? So it's like whoever has it is the person with the power. So men been moving like that for years. Like, I got the money, I can navigate, I could do X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. But now this is 2020. It's not near nothing that a man could do that a woman can't do. So now we are competitors. We are we on the police force. We doing everything. We running for president. We owning businesses. The man is getting behind the women as far as businesses is concerned, because we just, that's we here. We here, and we letting you know that we here. But a lot of us just don't know how to take our boss hat off and allow a man to be a man. But on the other foot, some men don't know how to be men. See, and then it gets deeper. It gets so much deeper. I don't want to get too deep, because we're going to be here all night. I really don't. I don't want to do it to you.
I like
I'll be here for a couple more episodes.
I like cutting the middleman out, like she
What I
said.
do now is I have these panels, I do these women empowerments. Actually, this is my first women empowerment, but I've been a part of a lot of women empowerment. And at these women empowerment, we drop a lot of jewels on our fellow ladies and stuff like that. But now we're learning how to keep it real with ourselves. And now we're bringing the men in now. My first event is an empowerment. I didn't put woman empowerment in front of it because I want men to now be a part of what's going on. Because they need to sit and they need to understand and learn and get the jewels as well. Some men, they go to jail, they come home, they can't just get a job. They can't. But if you have the knowledge, anybody can start a business.
Right.
Felony, I don't care what you got under your sleeve. You
You
can
got
start
the
a
knowledge,
business
you got-
if you have the knowledge.
Right.
It's just that we just don't have the knowledge. You understand? But a lot of the knowledge is really there now. It's there. You can Google anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can get in contact with anybody.
But some people
Instagram
don't
is an
Google.
amazing pedestal. You know, we misuse it and we be fronting on it. I say we, not particularly talking about me, because I'm not a fronter. What you see is what you get. But you got a lot of people out there flexing and make it. But the pedestal is a good thing too, because you can reach out to whoever to get whatever type of information. Not everybody gonna give you the information. Don't get mad, because it's deeper than that. Because they're not taught any better.
Right.
So when you know better, then you do better. So you just move on to the next.
Right.
You're not wrong with sliding somebody DM and ask them, how did you start your business? How did you do this? How did you do that? You'll get some answers.
Somebody
you just
gonna
have
lead
to
you the
definitely
right
take
way.
the first
Right.
step. Absolutely. So, you know,
That's real.
my job is, I always say I don't just do hair, I touch hearts.
Take those Jews, y'all.
That's real shit.
Can
People
you
sit
drop
in my
an
chair
address
every day.
for the salon?
So my salon in New York is 644 Elton Street, between New Locks and Dumont. I'm in the heart of the hood.
Dope.
Come check us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gangsta, everybody check out.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm pulling up this week.
Yeah. Come get your hair done, your weaves done. Men, come get your toupees done. Because we teaching the men how to do
Don't do it.
We ain't dropping the jewels
Word.
on the men because the men is giving you straight
Let's
hairline.
talk about it.
Word.
Wait, what is
Clear where it's coming from.
What is the fade?
I want to learn how to,
What is the fade?
sew it up real quick.
No, sew it up.
Lace it real quick.
Absolutely. I'll make you look like Frankie tomorrow. Absolutely.
It ain't happening.
But I hear the men is doing crazy stuff.
You should let me do it for you just for a model. Just for a model.
Come on, son.
Nope, I'm not selfish.
What,
It ain't
Mr.
happening.
What's that guy? Mr. Commodore.
Shout
What
out
he
to my
did
man
his
Soto
head?
for trying it out, you know, for all the other guys.
I'm okay. My balding has been over 7 years.
Because you can
Okay.
draw it in now. They drawing it in. Cherie, they not drawing it in. They etching, sketching their heads.
You
didn't hear about it? Nobody heard about it?
I just don't have a hairline, and I'm okay with it.
And you know what?
But they etching and sketching their hairline in.
Yeah, the niggas.
What, isn't it called etch and sketch?
It's so many different techniques now. They can say beards. Their beards is not even real because we've been fooling men for years.
I did not know that beards was not
They just
real.
now, when they like, you got a frontal, oh yeah, you got a frontal, oh yeah, I know, because I can see we putting the lit. You know what I'm
Lit.
saying?
There's nothing wrong with
We
that.
ain't right with the men.
Be happy.
So now they paying us back.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
No,
okay
it's
to get
deception.
braids.
Yes,
Embrace
Cherie,
the braids.
it's
You see
deception.
I wasn't even bald.
You get in the house and he
At
take his
25,
beard
it
off.
just-
The
I
nerve.
saw my hairline going. I took rest in peace to Shababa. I said, yo, give me a baldy. He gave me a baldy.
Yo,
I
You've
Shabab.
been
loved
bald
it,
ever since.
and I loved it. I'm not ashamed of my baldy. I get tender-headed when my hair starts to grow.
Diddy.
Hold on. Hold on.
I said that.
2 weeks. If I don't go get a baldy in 2 weeks, it hurts.
Yo,
You know.
yo, Diddy. Hold on, pause. Yo, Diddy. So that's how it started, go? From Shababa, you went and got a. You went and asked Shababa for a baldy.
I say, yo,
Right.
yo, my hairline going. He like, yo.
But you know what? I wish it was more brothers like you.
Yes.
They're trying to
Yes.
save it, and
Don't
it's
save
okay.
it, yo. If it's gone,
It's
it's
that little
gone.
piece
It's
of their
okay.
soul that goes.
It's okay.
Yo, that shit look good on you, boy.
I went and saw
Gangsta.
Bad Boys 3.
Bad Boy 3 was amazing, by the way.
Shout out to Will
Shout
Smith
out
for
to
that.
Will.
They
Word.
getting old.
Everybody's getting old, man.
They getting old. You seen
Time
the
is going
age
by, man.
in them.
Yeah,
As
right.
they-
More so Martin.
Yes,
Will,
yes.
Will, baby, you still got
I'm
it,
trying
honey.
to tell you, right?
You still do something for me, honey.
I sat there and I said, yo, I'm getting old. They getting old, I'm getting old. I'm okay
We
with
watched them.
it. I'm okay.
Yeah, we
That's a
saw
part
it.
of the reason why I slowed down with promoting.
Right.
You've been in the game a long time, boy.
14
I remember you
years
used to
straight.
try to get me out to go, yo, pause, I'm having a party over here.
Always.
Yo, bro,
He's
I'm
in the
crib
text
for kids,
messages.
man.
He's in my DM.
I ain't going
If
to no
you don't show
parties,
up, he
man.
gonna tell you,
What you
oh,
talking
you
about,
didn't show
bro?
up to my function.
But he used to go
Ain't
hard though,
never
yo.
stepped foot
It
in my
never
shop
stopped
yet.
though. Even though he knew he wasn't gonna come
Shut.
out, he still hit you, yo.
No,
I'm having
Diddy.
a party
I've
over
been
here
at
in
his
your club,
parties. I've been at his club. I've been at his restaurants.
Listen,
Ditto.
It's hard.
You still on your way?
Huh?
You still on your way? You can cash at me. Show some real love.
But it's hard. You gotta make changes, like you say. You gotta see it before it happens. I don't want to be out 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
That's
I don't. I just don't. And I can still do it. Promoters hit me and say, "Yo, get on this event." I'm tired. I'm tired.
Right.
My little brother's in college. I don't want to be in the club with my little brother.
Right.
Like, I don't. So it was like this.
Sometimes
was
you gotta take a seat.
This was my transition. This is my transition stage of moving forward in life. Opening up a restaurant, We got plans of opening more, and then eventually I open up my own club. But for right now, restaurant only. I'm comfortable with what I do and how I do it, and it's successful. Like, it ain't easy, but it's successful.
I'm glad it
I'm,
worked out.
I'm proud of
That's-
where we at with it. The people that come, and it's a lot of work with dealing with customers and clubs, and people want you to put them here, do this, do that. In restaurant, people come, make their plate, they go home. Same money, but you're getting it from all ages. You're getting it from kids, you're getting it from adults, you're getting it from elders. And it's easier. As long as you got good customer service, which a lot of people don't have, you make your way. You get bad customers, you get good customers. As long as you put the work in and you just do what you gotta do, and serve good food, you'll be there for 20, 30 years.
Yo,
That's
not to cut you off.
Let's give it up for my man Diddy.
Yo, give it up for my man Diddy, man. That's what we here to do. You know, we here to celebrate black entrepreneurs, people like Diddy, people like myself, people like Cherie, people like my guy Ash. You know, we all here. You know, trying to build businesses, building businesses,
Absolutely.
raising kids, raising families, doing a million things at one time. Still trying to, lift somebody else up at the same time, or show the youth it's a better way. You know, not to sit on the corner or not to believe in yourself or think you can't do it. Whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve it. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to motivate yourself and get in action.
We here more than ever, y'all. Reach
Let me
out.
say one thing. You gotta put the work into it.
Right. There's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts.
You have to put the
the
work
work
in.
in.
Shorten yourself.
Put the work in.
Period.
Taking the show,
And you can do what you gotta do.
I think everybody love the, I want to work for myself, but they don't want to do it every day. It's just
Right.
every.
Like if you work for yourself, there's no time out. There's no
You don't
going.
get no time off.
There's
You don't
more
get no
work
sick
than working
days,
for
no
the man.
nothing.
There's- You got to do 2-3 times the work because you're doing it for yourself.
Absolutely.
You wanna.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't
difference.
call out.
You think you taking good vacations on the man time? There ain't gonna be no vacations on your time. How many vacations you take a year, bro?
But you can take it.
First year.
I mean,
You might not be
First
able
year.
to
once you become successful and you establish, you know,
Then you
Right,
do
because that's
Dubai.
where I'm at.
Right.
exactly.
Praise
But
the
it's
Lord.
hard work
Take
to
it.
get off the
Hallelujah.
ground, and
Right.
you ain't
Thank
think you
you,
just
Jesus.
gonna
Now
be
you can go
start a
to
business,
Dubai.
Absolutely.
Fly Emirates.
put that groundwork in, lay the
Yeah, I don't got fly
foundation.
spirit, baby.
7 a.m. we was there. Leave at 11. Shower. Go to the club. Deal with a party. Go home. Sleep for 3 hours. Back at the restaurant. And until we was comfortable enough.
Where you was.
But it was restaurant club, and there was no. Sometimes we sat on the floor at the end of the night and took a nap. Like it was, your feet hurt, your back hurt, but you got to do it. You got and you got bills to pay, and not your bills, the store bills, like light, gas, taxes. That's the number one killer. Taxes.
That's a fact.
Like everybody think, the money coming in. Like people like to count your money.
You pay taxes.
I'm paying a lot in taxes.
Yes,
okay?
we pay taxes. We don't get
a lot
taxes
in
back.
Listen, everybody talking about their
10,
income tax,
10,000
they
plus
make
annual.
They W2s.
No, I'm
10,000
sending money out.
Sending out, huh?
Sending it
Yeah, I
out.
know what that's like, pimp.
sending
You
it
hitting
out.
like different tax bracket, you ain't gonna be
And it-
Way
getting in.
different.
You gotta send out, man.
That's what I say. That's the difference about nightlife.
Just property tax.
It was
Right.
straight cash. I ain't had to
Yep.
record nothing. It was.
Stack it and keep it pushing.
But this is you gotta pay.
Everything on the books.
You gotta pay. You gotta pay taxes. You gotta pay. First of all, you gotta pay. What is it? You gotta pay property tax. Like that's the thing people don't understand. Like
Talk about it. That's
when you start a business,
Educate 'em.
when you go in to sit down with somebody who has a building and you want a space, you gotta ask them how much the rent, how many months they want, security, and property tax. Some might want you to pay the whole thing. Some might want you to pay none. Some might want you to pay half. You gotta pay something. You understand what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. Are you gonna make sure you're gonna bring in this amount of money every month?
Right.
Every month?
In the first year, you might not even see your money.
Yeah.
Most of the times, you don't see your money.
businesses don't.
Everything you make, you put back into your business. Well, you're supposed to.
Yep.
You know, you got to make a lot of sacrifices. I made a lot of sacrifices. I put money back into my brand, back into my brand, and that's why I was able to be where I am today.
And don't forget about your family and your friends. You don't have none. And
Yeah.
And you everybody's like, yo, let's go hang out. And you like, nah, I can't.
Right.
I can't. It's that part of
The
it.
social life
is that the social life is done. Like
it's all about business now. It's got to work.
You holding on to your money because you don't know.
You got to protect your investment.
Like refrigeration, it broke. We was down on refrigerators. Had to get refrigerators fixed. We had to spend the money that we was holding to do something else. You have to spend the money, and you have to hold on to the money.
Right. You never know when something's
never
gonna
know.
happen.
You definitely got to have some money put away.
He broke. Had to fix that. It's just like
damn.
You like damn.
Something else.
Yeah.
Like damn. I don't,
But
you know, before you keep going.
You got a line full of customers.
Right.
Yeah, but they helping me pay with the shit that's breaking.
Right.
Like, you pray that something don't break for a month. And then don't let the employees break something because you just like, what I'm going to do? You just got to fix it.
Right.
Like, just got to fix it. Like a printer I ain't even had for 3 months. They let it melt. They put it on a fryer. It melt.
Not to cut you off, but imagine we had somebody that you could call and that's our business. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of
you
our
have
family.
people. You have people in those.
But you still have to pay. It's still a price. What you trying to say?
I understand, but if we still
It's a price, but our own con, we like to rob our own con too.
Exactly. Right.
See, I'm not going to get into that because it gets really, really deep. But yeah, we rob our own con, and that we're forced to go the other route. It's insane.
How we gonna fix that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How would we fix that? You know?
Yeah, and we have to learn how to support. See, you don't really know what support is until you get into the business, and then you're frustrated because nobody supports you. But goddamn it, when did you support me?
Anybody.
You ever see somebody get into the business and now they supporting you all day?
Yo,
They
I was just talking to E
They
about
waiting
that.
for you to post them because you have a larger platform. You know, and I still repost them and stuff like that. You know, because it's just the right. It's just a nice thing to do.
Right.
But you can miss me. I see you.
It was a period of time
I see
we
you.
wasn't even taking no investors.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, we went through this shit. We did this shit ourselves. This shit is a headache.
Everything out of
Nobody know what the fuck we got going on. How hard this shit was. I don't want no. And now everybody see a couple social media pics with or a couple people around the way wearing our shit or whatever. And they like, oh, yo, you got something going on, bro. This, that, and the third. I got a couple up. I don't want your fucking money, man. I was fed up with everybody.
No, but
like,
you still,
I know,
you still gotta stay
I
humble,
realized,
like, you know?
I realized we couldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
But
Anything.
it'll stress you out. Like
Yeah.
building by yourself like that. That shit'll stress you out.
Yeah,
right or wrong,
absolutely.
Right. When
Yep.
you supporting everybody, and then you look in return. You nobody's there. But you can't let that stop you. You're not looking. You still working. But you notice it.
What we working for is something different. We're
And
not
that's
working
why I
for
feel
support.
like
support.
I feel like building a brand. I mean, when you're building a brand, you should be building a team.
Right.
Because you can't do it by yourself. So a lot of people that go into these businesses, they want to be the only one seen. And you got people that help you, they want to be seen. Everybody want to be seen. But you got to have some people that know how to take the back end and know how to have
build.
several seats.
I'm not
to
saying-
help you build from the back end because that's how you get a real empire. And stop spending your own money on your business.
Right.
Build your
Business
build your,
credit.
Gotta
your
have
business
the
credit,
presence.
please.
Exactly.
Because nobody starts their business off with their own money but black people.
And that's
That's
what
a
we don't know. Right.
That's-
Some of us don't even got.
I have
the
my event
credit
is coming
line
up
off.
March 1st. I need you guys to be present.
Yeah,
It's going to be
absolutely.
very, very important for you to be there because I'm going to be dropping a lot of gems, dropping a lot of jewels, telling you things that you really, really need to know, things that people hold back from you and don't want you to know because they're afraid that you're going to get further than them. That's another thing. You know, everybody want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you
They do
doing better than them.
them.
You understand?
Right.
But what's for you is for you. So
Right.
even when it's not your time, even when your world come tumbling down, you still have to be happy for somebody else. It's okay. You know, it's just not your time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And be very mindful of the people that you have around you when
Yeah.
building. Oh baby, you know, people get jealous.
Yeah.
People don't understand. It gets crazy. And you have
appreciate the
to
good ones,
yeah,
too.
people are around you for a certain amount of time. Everything has an expiring date. And you just have to let some people go. And it don't have to get nasty, you know what I'm saying? But you just have to learn how to separate yourself, and you have to have a discerning spirit on the people that you actually hire in your brand. And because people can take your business down
Right.
if you are not careful. You know, that's happened to me several times, hiring friends, being
Right.
very trusting. You know, I'm very trusting, very open. Like, oh yeah, okay, I hire you. Because I'm hiring you from my heart. It's never been a business. I've never hired anybody because of business. I've always hired somebody because I knew what they was going through, or because I had a good heart, or I knew that you wasn't doing well, so I wanted to see you be great. You know, and now it's a little bit different. You know, I want to see everybody be great, but
that's
it
not
has
good
to
business,
benefit
right?
me. No, it's not good business. So if it doesn't benefit, it has to,
Right.
you know, it has to benefit because I'm benefiting you.
Right.
You know,
Right. Like one thing I want to say, because it was just on my mind. Like what people don't understand is, if you start a business, everybody's not gonna have the same goal. But if you got a team, then everybody gotta understand that we building. We got one goal. You feel what I'm saying? Like we all
Everybody
working
got-
together. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what
Parts of a machine.
you feel what I'm saying? Because you help me with mine, I'm gonna give it back and help you with yours.
right.
Right.
But we gotta really build this up right now.
From the ground.
For the meantime, because when you going to anywhere, Walmart, you helping them do this. So now that we have our own, everybody gotta have the same goal.
That's
Right.
a fact.
You know
And
what
it's
I'm
just
saying?
about learning.
That's hard,
You know,
though.
most people got that in them already, but they just don't know how to go about it. You know, and sometimes that's why people hold resentment toward.
Sometimes people don't want to help you because it's you.
Right.
You the black woman, you the
Just
black
'cause it's
man,
you.
you from the hood, you from the same place they from. It's because it's you.
Yeah, why it ain't me?
You'll go
How
work
the
at Target and you'll go
how the
work at
hell
all
I
these
see
other
him
places
every
because
day
you don't know your
sitting
boss.
Outside
Yeah,
or bullshit.
but as long as they
From
know
where I'm
you,
from.
they won't support you. They
Yeah.
won't help you.
Right.
But if you don't know your boss and you don't know who you supporting, that's why it's so crazy that a lot of these corner stores and these liquor
Right.
stores, they own it. Come on, Jesus owns that and the one across the street. So when you get mad at one and you
go to the
think
other,
you're going
you
across the
still
street to
paying
support
the same
somebody
bill.
else, you supporting the same business.
Fact.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying? People won't support you because it's you. People don't want to help you build your brand because it's you.
We got to get out
You know what I'm
that
saying? But when
mindset.
you make it big and you're well connected, then those same people, they know how to gravitate to you. It's insane. You know, but you don't turn them away because some people just don't know better.
Right.
Right.
And if they don't know better, then they're not going to do better. And it's okay.
We just got to show them.
So each one teach one.
Changing the mind frame.
Right.
Absolutely.
The mind frame got to change.
We got to lead by example.
Mind frame
Right.
You know,
I
and
think
I'm
one
glad
of the
I'm
biggest
surrounded by people doing that. Go ahead.
in 2020, I think one of the biggest things as a community we have to do is invest. Learn how to invest. Me and my husband right now, we for the last year, we've been trying to penetrate the real estate market, and we're in contract right now.
Right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats,
Multifamily.
congrats.
Thank you. Our first property. But this is our, it's in my coat. This is our fourth contract that we've been through. It's been a year.
It's you.
They don't tell you about, what they don't tell you about is all the work that it takes to get these properties.
Nope.
This Saturday, our next inspection is going to cost us almost $600 to get the house inspected, to get the contractor to come out, and you have to be present for all those things. They don't tell you about how what it takes to get a property. It's so not easy. We've been trying for a year. We've seen all type of crazy tenants, all type of crazy basements. I mean, rats flying.
Not
by
rats.
us.
What?
Rats.
Not rats.
No,
Yes.
like rats, like people rats.
Yes.
Like I mean, larger than life rats.
Oh, my
Nigga, we out of here, rats. We don't even want it. They got it.
I don't do rats.
Nigga, you
I don't
own
do
this
real
spot.
rats.
The rat own it.
I don't do-
It's crazy. We've seen basements that look like slavery. It had
Oh my
all
God,
type.
it's
We've
disgusting.
seen all type of stuff. We've been to maybe 100 homes. We've seen. And like I said, we've been in contract for several. I'm not in contract. We've been in attorney review for maybe about 4 or 5 properties. We've tried to. We've put in offers for over 30, 40 homes. So it's to finally have it now. We're really doing our best to abrase ourselves like on all the tenant, landlord, because you have to be knowledgeable of
You
those
have to
things
know all
too.
the laws
Like
and
people don't
regulations.
realize, like,
Right.
oh, I want a
Don't
property.
just have a
I want a
property and don't
property.
know
I want to
nothing
buy
about
me
it.
a
Right.
property. I got a little bit of bread over here. I'm gonna buy
It's
me
a
a property.
pain in the ass.
And it's a pain in
Gotta
the
know-
ass.
it's like
you gotta know the
ins and outs.
Right, and we understand it. And right now, a gym. Right now, Newark, hot right now. That's
Yeah.
the place to invest.
Absolutely.
In. I
Right.
can share that with you. It's not a problem.
Yep.
Right,
But
right.
so- a lot of times, we as a people don't even reach out to ask questions.
No.
Like we don't even reach out to ask
You know
questions.
why?
Like I
A
put
lot
on
of people don't
Instagram
reach
that I
out to
just
ask
bought a house.
questions because they get rejected. You get tired of being rejected.
But I'm here. You know, and that's what we got to speak on too.
Gotta be-
Instead of
Or
dwelling-
they don't
ask.
instead of
Close-
putting
close
all
mouth
our
don't get
energy
fed. Don't
on
let your
those
pride get in
people
the way.
who don't
Ask.
give a damn about us, focus on the means. Focus
Yeah.
on the
That's
a
people
fact.
that's gonna give you that
Yeah.
information. That's gonna
Knowledge. We
give
here.
sheer
We're
knowledge.
here, y'all.
And at
Yeah.
the same
Platform
time,
is
as a
here.
community, we also need to educate our kids and not really be in the
Absolutely.
whole college isn't for me. Damn it, come on,
Absolutely.
try it. You don't
Right.
don't knock it till you try, because that's one thing they can't take away from us is
Nope.
our knowledge.
I met a young
Exactly.
lady
Even that
tonight
word.
at this woman
Learn as much as
empowerment
you
event,
can.
and
Right.
she was asking me because I'm getting my mother house back, so I'm in the process of doing all that now. It's a very familiar
that's what's up.
property.
Congratulations
It's
to that.
familiar, so I know this property, right?
Good luck with that.
And as we was talking, she was like, "Are you interested in real estate?" And I said, "Actually, I am, because it takes 7 different incomes for you to be what? Oh, okay, cool. So I'm all for it." And as we was speaking, she said something to me, it was like super amazing, because everybody know how I am with my kid. She said, "I just bought my daughter. She just turned 15. I just bought my daughter a property for her birthday.
That's
A property
Yeah.
for her birthday.
Yeah.
You heard
She
that?
has a credit card
Yes.
where she knows that she can't spend past $200. So 30% of that is 60. You like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
amazing.
That's how you
That's
do it.
To
amazing.
teach
but it
a
could be-
15-year-old that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And it
And for
could
her to
also be
spill
so
that
simple. You gotta
into my
instill
lap, which
that
is
in
perfect
kids.
timing because my
Yeah.
son is 15.
That's dope.
You know?
That's
So
dope.
he already had the mind frame. Teenagers blows minds. I want this, I want that. And I'm like, well, what is that? And who is that? Who's behind the brand?
And there's
Do he
so
want
many
you wearing his
ways.
stuff?
Right.
Who's Balenciaga? Who's that? Look
Hey,
him
I'm
up.
sorry to
Bring
cut
it back
y'all
to me.
off. I'm sorry to cut y'all off.
Gotta wind it down.
We gotta wind it down, y'all. This was an informative episode.
It was deep.
We spoke about a lot. Yeah, we touched about a lot. We gotta have y'all back.
Yeah,
man.
we got to
This
come
was
back
good.
and touch
Goddamn.
back on this, man.
But I appreciate having y'all on here. I appreciate the vibe.
Thank you.
All of my guests.
I
Thank you.
appreciate
This was
everybody
amazing.
coming out to WeSayWhatYouCan.com. This was ours. Tune in. Yo, Diddy Run the City, I appreciate you for coming in.
No, appreciate
Yo.
you having me.
No doubt, no doubt.
Cherie Amour, appreciate you for coming.
Thank
E,
you.
appreciate you. Ash,
For having me again, man.
thanks for being here, babe. Yo.
Yo, we out, y'all.
Bye.